and welcome to the program Mushar Kulhat, which is a program that's transmitted every Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays at 11:30 in the evening. Tonight's program is in English. The person I have with me today is a very special person, and I hope that during the next half an hour there will be an audience that's ready to hear what she will be saying, also the experience of her as a human being and also as a yoga instructor, which is what she practices and is practicing in Malta right now. People who view this program quite regularly are aware that every so often I have guests who are foreign living in Malta, and I find them to be interesting enough to bring onto this program, and also it's a good opportunity to better our quality of life through what they are doing. And this is a case as such. A lot of people who have met Zoya Lu, who is my guest this evening, can vouch for that. You have changed many people's lives. How are you, Zoya?
Very well, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you very much for coming on the show, and it's really good to have you here and speak with you.
Thank you.
Zoya, as I said, the truth is, since you've been in Malta, you've created quite a name for yourself because of the good work that you've been doing in yoga particularly. You've been instructing yoga for how many years now in Malta?
I've been here for almost 4 years.
Okay.
And since I arrived, I started teaching.
And your classes have grown and grown, and I think the word of mouth is what really got around fast, and everyone now hears about Zoya, and maybe tonight's interview they'll have the opportunity to meet you like this. Is this your first interview on TV?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Okay, so I'm sure you'll be okay. We've had our discussion before, and I found you really interesting. So let me start by firing some questions. First of all, a good background of where you come from and how your life led you to yoga, I think is important, even for the benefit of those who are not so familiar with yoga as a practice.
Well, I was born in Belarus, where I grew up, and when I was 21 years old, I moved to Taiwan. And that's where I first discovered yoga. First lesson I attended was just out of curiosity. I didn't know what yoga was. I thought it was some kind of weird practice, and I thought, let me go and check it out. And okay. Even one lesson really helped me to get in touch with myself, and I think it was first time when I really relaxed on a very deep level. I had some quite severe back problems at the time, and I also realized that it's very helpful for my back. So I started going for these lessons more regularly, and from there it was like a snowball. The more I was practicing, the more I liked it, and my practice grew, and at one point it was so important for me, it was so beneficial that I had to share it with people. That's how I became a yoga instructor.
Wow. We'll see and hear about that process of changing from a student to a teacher in a while. But what's interesting with Zoya is that, like many of us, she led a very, very, very stressful life. Because of the job she worked in, and you come from a totally different background to what you are living today.
It's true. I used to work in an international trading company as a project manager with lots of deadlines and meetings, and I was quite stressed, in fact, but yoga was that little oasis for myself, and every now and again, hopefully at least 2-3 times a week, I was able to go for yoga classes, and I really enjoyed them. And then one day I decided to take a course which gave me enough knowledge to practice it on my own. So then it became really regular practice. Every day in the morning I would do at least something, so I go through the day in a more peaceful way. And I found that yoga is very helpful for anyone who leads quite stressful life.
So you can work and have a stressful job and have yoga present in your life?
Of course.
Okay.
I think anyone who has lots of stress, any kind of pressure in their lives, need to have yoga to help themselves to go back to balance. Every time they practice, they will find that their mind comes back to the body, because every time under the pressure we always think about something, we are not being aware of what's happening in our body, and then some diseases may start, we accumulate some kind of tension in particular parts of the body. So with yoga you will be brought back to yourself, so to say, and that's that beautiful union. Yoga means union. It's union of your body and your mind, and eventually your spirit if you go further in the practice. So that's the beauty of it.
It's beautiful to hear you speak like this as well, and I hope that people can relate to it, those who are hearing us now. So my question would be, is yoga for everybody, or is it really for the selected few? What would you say?
I highly believe it's for everybody. Yoga is quite a vast subject. It's a vast discipline or science, whatever you call it, and everyone can find something that will help that person to improve on whatever level it is. If it's just physical, if it's just some kind of pains and aches that will be eliminated, it's beautiful, it's enough. But if you're able to go further and you're able to calm your mind and get rid of some emotional stress, that's a little bit deeper, and then you can go deeper and deeper.
I understand.
Helping yourself
I understand.
to develop.
So I mean, I'm saying I understand for the benefit of the people as well, because in truth I know exactly what you're saying, because I practice yoga myself. But I'd really like to encourage the practice to be on all levels like you, because first of all, starting from the physical level, which is what might get